also like, I say this tenderly because I'm 38 fucking years old. So
we know.
Yeah, like I've been working for 20 years. I'm a professional adult.
So we can cut off a lot of dudes if you dating, you're not dating, whatever. But like Future, what's the age limit?
Age limit?
As far as youth to older. What's the youngest to the oldest? Like what's your range?
Damn, I'm telling myself right now. I would say right now, at my age right now. Yeah, I would not date younger than 25, 26.
That's a good
Why
one.
are you laughing?
Why is that funny?
No, because I thought she was going to be.
I thought you would say.
He's laughing at you for a reason. Yeah, he's like, oh no, you one of them chicks too.
I thought she was going to be on some like 35 to 57.
Me too.
Oh no, I mean I don't think I could. I don't know. I'm not gonna get up here and lie. Okay, young men are very aggressive and they do not care how old I am. And
But Joy, I have to ask you because this is a whole thing with women.
25
they're saying
is a
that these
grown
young men
man.
are really.
25 is grown, I agree.
They're saying
Nah, you ain't about to have me out here on some
No, no,
bullshit.
no, no,
25
no.
is a grown ass
They're
man.
saying 25-year-old men are where it's at. All the older women, that's what I'm trying to say. The women that I've been talking to, like in their 30s, late 30s, they're like, like these younger men, they come, they're intentional, they come with it, they're like not playing around. They want to date you, they like treat you like you're a goddess, they appreciate you, they talk life into you. Like I am hearing that these younger men from all these women, they are where it's at. I've never dated a younger man before, no. I've never wanted to.
They're telling
but
the
like
truth.
at this point, they're talking about
Is this the truth after dark? They're telling the truth.
This is what I'm hearing. And even
But I don't like it's 20. I don't want to be clear here because like 25 is a grown man.
It's a grown man. Joy.
Okay.
You're not. Don't
You're not
worry
about to have
that.
me on
no.
some bullshit.
What about it? What else is non-negotiable for you?
I'm less and less interested in religious men, if I'm being honest with you.
So, oh yeah, by the way, that's why I was looking it up. She's taking some notes out of the Drea Michelle situation. Just wanted to quote that, by the way.
Paul this the other day. I don't know. You hit me with the man of God thing. I says,
But you say God a lot on your podcast.
God?
Yeah, you be like, God, oh my God.
Oh my God. No.
Oh my God, it's different.
Oh my God, it's different than being a
God.
man of God. If you're leading, I don't know. I've just had some. I've had some negative experiences with people that lead with their religion.
Are you religious? As a
Not
woman?
really.
No.
No.
So
I would say I'm a person of
You really
faith,
think
but
this lady
I
look
was
religious to y'all?
raised in a Baptist church, very, very religious family. I don't think that just because you're a Christian that you are, not living a good life. I'm just saying if that's the first thing that you bring to the table, it's a red flag for me
you
because
feel like
I don't
they're hiding
care.
behind their
I
religion.
don't care. Why? What does this
Something
matter to
happened
me?
with that before. That's what that happened.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Multiple
you might
times.
have a trigger behind that.
I do.
Sure. Yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
I absolutely.
yeah.
I'm acknowledging. I'm triggered by this, and it's become a red flag for me.
Wow.
I'm not saying that if you believe in God that you are a red flag. I also don't give a fuck. So just tell somebody else about it. I think for some men they think that that's what women are looking for, like looking for a good Christian man.
Yeah.
And some people are, but just not me. So
But this is my thing about religion too. Like, like man may not like lead with it, but like some men needed to pull them out of places. Like when there's nothing else. Like I felt like religion like pulled me out of some dark places. And like I believe
religion or faith?
Faith, probably faith
right.
more so than like.
Because to me, those are two different things.
Okay.
Believing in God, having spirituality,
God,
having a connection with your spiritual side, praying, all those things I do.
Yeah.
But
Same, but religion is different.
To lead with like, like let's go to church on Sunday.
I'm Christian, I'm Catholic, I'm Baptist, whatever it is, that's like your religion versus I'm a man of faith because I pray, I believe in a higher power.
But also for me,
to my
I feel like a lot of people a lot of men that are extremely religious.
They are doing tomato, but whatever. I can dive into that a little more later.
If we get together, that I'm gonna start doing that, and like I'm not.
Well. Where's the
Oh, the humanity.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Well, I guess she's no longer having fire on her back because I don't know what happened to that whole case with that lady suing. I guess she's in the clear. because she's all this getting all these interviews and being more on the forefront on the media. So I guess it must have shoved it underneath the rug. But regardless of that, all right, excuse me. All right, so we have this lady here saying that she dates younger guys, which is usually the same thing I've noticed with women in my real life as well. They say the same thing. Like if a woman's already have her life put together and she's making money, I've always noticed she never gets along with the men around her age or older. And she's always want to date the younger guys. And this is one thing with these women, that they always trying to push like these younger men are better, because I always feel like a lot of these dudes don't really have the same experience as these older women. They've dealt with a lot, especially if she's pretty and she's been in the realm of prestigious roles in business. She's been through and talked to a lot of men and dated a lot of men, so she has a lot of experience of what she's dealt with. Most of these younger guys are not gonna have the same experiences as these women when it comes to dating and how they move. So yes, there's gonna be a lot of guys who's gonna be naive in what she does and what she says, and also people also say like it's also a form of control, because a lot of guys are probably naive what the woman says and just go based off of what, especially if you're a guy that you was raised only by your mother and stuff. It's like you have the tendency of what your mama trying to build you as this so-called gentleman and do other things of that nature. And that could also fall into a lot of different aspects that you're gonna be in a situation that you don't want to be in. And then the second point, she said she don't like religious men. Now going on the whole religion thing, like, bro,
I wanted to play that earlier for her too, by the way.
Like a lot of guys that lead with it, like I said, I don't know the men that she dealt with, but the guys who genuinely lead with their faith is due to because they want to have structure and they have certain guidelines on morale that they want to follow by in their relationship and also in their principles. But when I see women that say they don't really like men like that, it's usually because it's just more of a chaotic nature of how they live and how they want to move. Now when sometimes when dudes set boundaries or they're not going for something, that could put a bridge in between the relationship you will have with the woman. And also when they also want to put about like faith and religion, I guess a lot of these faiths, I guess dominations like Christianity, Baptist, a lot of them are from the same place, but during history and how the Catholic Church was treating people, all of them broke and made their own branches, which is understandable during that time period, but it still followed the one book. So it doesn't. That's why I don't really. I mean, yes, I grew up in a Catholic background, but I never really was. But I'm strictly Catholic. I'm like, yo, all of them follow the same Holy Bible, so I don't really put myself in a box if I'm Catholic or Baptist or Pentecostal. And during these times when you're in faith, like religion is just something that when you put God and the emphasis of the word, it's just that something that people abide to or follow by the teachings and principles and what you can do as a man in this society, to spread the word and of that nature. But it's like people want to put these differences between faith and religion. A lot of this stuff is faith based, and it comes by certain instances where you have to put a lot of your morale and faith into something that a lot of people don't believe in or have faith in. So like people want to put tomato, and between the two, it's like, yo, they're one and the same. But, that's my take.
Well, I would first like to say to what she said,
Cut that bitch off.
Wait, did y'all hear that right? Hold on.
Cut that bitch
Exactly. So is that now this is why Shaq got so much flack for what he said to what's that? Angela Reese. What's her name?
Angela Reese. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. When he was on her podcast, he said a lot of women make up these rules and then they just make it up as they go. When it don't benefit them, they change the rule. And it's just kind of like, where's the, like he said, they should make something that's a legit rule book where dudes can follow it and actually go by what needs to be done. Because like I said before, different rules for different guys. Now you're saying 28 at 38. But I bet you when she was 28,
25.
she wasn't
25.
25, yeah. But when she was 25, I bet you she wasn't talking like that. But now that you're 38, now it's, oh, I could go to 25. It is very hypocritical because we're told for the longest time, young dudes don't have nothing to offer. You're not rich. You don't have no property. You don't have no power. You don't have none of this until you get older. And then now they're saying older guys are toxic now. I'm like, bro, you guys just basically make it up as you go. But I'm glad that they talk like this because it exposes people who's like them. You know, I'm not going to put all women in this box because there are some women who know that this is dumb. Like, this is clearly dumb. But at the same time, you know, it's just crazy because, you know, social media is a very powerful tool to influence people. So you got people listening to this really thinking like this is some legit shit. And it's like, no, it's not. Like, this is a bowl of crap. And when she's talking about the whole religious men, here's the thing. I understand what she's talking about. There are some people who are really toxic and use religion as a front.
Yeah,
like they just like, you know, but in this case, you guys are, the way they're talking, I'm like, you guys are lukewarm Christians because you like certain aspects of it, but then other aspects you don't like. You're not a real religious person to begin with. You can't, that's why they may be like, oh, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. People like that, I put them on the watch list. I'll be watching out because that means as long as it adheres to your beliefs, you'll do certain things. But when it's by the book, you'll be like, nah, I don't believe in the book, and I don't believe this part is messed up. Who made this? As soon as it's something they don't agree with, now they want to change the rules. I'm like, nah, that's not how religion works. Either you follow it or you don't. So that we're gonna kill that argument right there. And going back to the whole people using it as a front, yes, there are some people who are like that, but then it's kind of like what she basically wants, he looks a certain way or he is a certain way or he don't act, because the way she's trying to say those type of dudes have a certain look or are a certain, she's trying to like stereotype them. Mm-hmm. And then there's the ones who aren't like that, but then they're lukewarm themselves. So they'll make an exception for you, and you, in your mind, that makes them a good religious follower. And it's like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't make them good that they make exceptions for you. No, it actually makes it more respectable when they deny you because you go against the beliefs. And I don't like that. It's just like, don't try to say what's a good religious and what's bad. If their actions show that they're going against the rule book and what they believe in, then yes, they're not qualified to call themselves religious. But if they're religious and you just don't like how serious they are about it, bro.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Bro, get out of here, bro. Like no, bro.
Get out of here.
I'm tired of hearing that stuff,
Get
bro.
out of here, man.
Like y'all,
shit, I'm saying.
When it benefits y'all change the rules, and I don't like it. It's like, bro, either you with it or you not. Don't try to play both sides of the ball. Like, no, oh, he's better because he's like this. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. But that's all I had to say on that part.
So, if you guys like what we have to say, you guys have any feedback about this topic, please leave in the comment section down below. Also, if you guys want to support us, you know, we have our merchandise in the link in the description box. Please check that out. It's greatly appreciated. So once again, we appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. If you guys have any recommendations or feedback, let us know in our social media or email down below. And we see you guys in the next video. Peace.